The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville basketball game night starts now.
You're live.
Hey, welcome back to Pap Glenn Stadium, here with the winning coach of the Assumption Male game, Coach C, Karen Kovacs. Coach C, we're happy to have you. A 74-23 victory over the male Bulldogs. I was so impressed with the defensive side of the ball tonight.
Thank you. Defense is something we hang our hats on. I've preached that since I was a player, now a coach, that defense will win games. I think it's really important as a coach to be able to teach how to play man the right way, because man principles, they will follow suit in zone as well. So you'll see we switch a lot of things up, and that's always been a fun part of the game for me.
Oh, it was awesome. I tell you, y'all's length really had an impact on the Bulldogs tonight. This also was an opportunity for you to kind of get some of your reserves to play. I loved the spark Veronica Hawker gave you, little number 3. I think her previous high was maybe 10 points, and she came off the bench with a lot of energy tonight.
She sure did. I love my team. You know, starting 5, second 5, whoever, they all will come out and they will play. And you got to think about it. Veronica plays against Ashlyn James in practice every day, right? Alyssa Gonzalez comes in and plays against Saray in practice. So they're ready. They're hungry to compete, and you could see that on the court tonight. I'm really proud of all of them. Everyone that comes in, they give it their all always. And it's important for me as a coach to consistently develop players, and sometimes it's hard to do when you want to win, but we had the opportunity tonight, and they definitely took advantage of it.
Coach C, you seem to find the right balance in the ball movement. Great job tonight, and listen, best of luck to you in the postseason. It's going to be some exciting times. One last quick question. We're only 2 or 3 weeks away. How are you feeling for the postseason right now?
Look, I love basketball. I've played it my whole life, my whole family. This is a fun time of year. Like, I always think March Madness is better than Christmas. But we're getting amped up. We're getting prepared. For us, it's going to be mindset over anything. So preparing their mindset for the stretch.
Coach C with the Assumption Rockets, big victory tonight. Back to you guys.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Oldham County today.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice, because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit polorealestategroup.com.
St. X and Mill, it's round 3 tonight. Tim Hayworth, head coach of the Bulldogs, joins us. Tim, before we talk about this game, I know you guys were dealt some difficult news yesterday with the injury to Trey Hillerick. Just comment on that, and how do you guys recapture that loss and what you're going to miss from him?
Well, I don't think you could ever replace Trey Hillerick. What he just does from a defensive and offensive standpoint, he's pretty much irreplaceable. But what we can do is everybody can raise their level, and so when somebody goes out, it doesn't mean your season's over. It doesn't mean that you can't win the region. We absolutely can. We got enough talent and enough heart in that locker room that we can absolutely take this, and still all of our goals are still out there. I think in the Butler game, it really killed us, because we were playing good at the beginning, and then he goes down the first 2 minutes of the game. And so that's the game where you're going to struggle at. Then we're able to get into practice and the next game. And so now we're able to we're prepared for it. And so now we handle it the right way, and we go in there with the right mindset. How's he doing? He's doing good. He's got a positive attitude about it. I said, man, it's going to, I'm happy to be able to work with him in the next 6-7 months on, putting 30 pounds on his frame. And so we're just going to kill the weight room, and he's going to come back even a way better player than what he was this year. What is the team adjustment that you guys need to make to get some productivity back? The thing is, we've been playing so well. Even in the last game with St. X, we were up. We've led for 59 of the 64 minutes we played them, and and the thing is, we got crushed on the free throw line, and we had too many turnovers. So for us, it's about executing, and then just playing smart basketball and understanding where our strengths and weaknesses are. Certainly you're aware of the reaction at the end of the game last week. Do you care to comment on that and maybe articulate as to what led to that at the end of that game? For me, it was me taking up for my players, and, I'm always going to do that. And then, I think a lot of it was blown out of proportion a little bit. And so for me, it's just, it's a rival. Obviously, I'm going to stand up for my players and do what I think's right. And, and at the end of the day, it's done. I'm over it. Our team is, and we're looking forward, for a good, clean basketball game with the coaches and and the two teams. With the players they have on the floor, what do you like best about them, Tim? I think Jeremiah Jackson is a phenomenal player, and I think he's the key to their whole team. And so is Chief Cameron. Those two guys really, stand out as far as leadership and, having the ball in their hands a lot. And then, of course, Josh Lindsay, he's explosive as well. And then, the Jackson kid in the middle is having a good season. And so, their team, they've got a really good team. We think we're deeper than them. We're really good defensively. And so hopefully we make it a struggle for them to be able to score a ton of points. Jordan Mitchell, Tim, averaging 24 points per game, leading the 7th region. How has he grown since the start of this season to now? Oh, it's phenomenal. And the thing about Jordan is he's like all of our guys. Like, we love this team because we love being around them every day. So win or lose, we've kind of, as a coach, you've kind of already won, just because the coaching staff, the players, everybody's on the same page. So it's just been an absolute joy to coach this group. And Jordan is a catalyst of that because he just is a pleasure to be around. Like, he's the kid that when he comes in, you're like, oh, good. I'm glad I get to coach Jordan. He's just got a great personality. But from a basketball standpoint, he plays both ends of the court. He's going to defend you. He's going to pass the ball when he needs to. He's going to score when he needs to. But he's just going to do everything. He's like a coach's dream come true. So a lot of weather coming in, and you don't know when you guys will play again after tonight. How has that hindered your prep as you get ready for a stretch run? You know what? I literally, we just take it one day at a time. We see what the, and I know that's cliche, but we just see what the weather's going to bring. And then, and then we try to figure it out from there. because, it's really not, it's about who's the best at the end of February and March. That's when we want to really be clicking with everything. And, even then it's going to come down. I said probably the two best teams are probably us and St. X, but there's 6 or 7 teams that could beat us and could beat them. And so you have to be on top of your game every time you take the floor. So there is no mishaps. There is no, we didn't play well. So you got to be on top of every single thing that we do.
It'll be a great environment tonight, Tim. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, thanks so much.
Head coach Hayworth of the Male Bulldogs. More coverage coming up from Glycod.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good it'll make you say,
"Holy smokes!"
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Blind Direct, not just blinds. Blind Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
And welcome back to Male High School. Chris LeBar, Paul Jackson for Game 2. If you just joined us, Assumption girls victorious handily over the males. We now welcome you in. Paul, should be a fantastic matchup. 2 of the top 3 teams in many of the statewide polls.
Chris, you can just feel the electricity in the air tonight. This is a game what I call like a cold chill game. You got cold chills because these are 2 dynamite teams, 2 dynamite coaches, and full of great athletes. This is going to be one to remember.
And for the Bulldogs, they're 4-3 since January 1, and really for the first time in a little stretch showing some signs of vulnerability.
Yeah, it's a long season. You're going to run into some bumps in the road, but I think the mission here for Coach Hayworth is, can he get his Bulldogs peaking in late February, March?
Bulldogs, as you see, 6-3 versus the top 100 RPI. They have, just like St. X, have played so many quality foes. They come into this with a big win at Central on Wednesday, 77-37, and they now had a game under their belt for the full time without Trey Hillerick. So despite that big loss, it has to provide a little encouragement for them.
Yeah, these are one of the bumps in the road. A player like Trey Hillerick goes down on you, and you have to kind of look at each other and say, okay, what are we going to do now? How are we going to respond? And the game against Central was they're not going anywhere. We wish Trey Hillerick the best of luck. He's a phenomenal player and going to be a great player. So, but like I said, they don't miss a beat here.
Still so much firepower as you see Jordan Mitchell, top scorer in the 7th region at 24. James Clark is having a fantastic senior season. And then you've got a lot of depth. You've got 3, 4, 5, 6 guys all average 6-8 points a game.
Yeah, this balanced scoring attack from Mail, reminiscent to the Tigers at St. X as well, really can show that anybody can step up on any given night. Now, the straw that stirs the drink is that number 15, Jordan Mitchell, leading the 7th region in scoring. He is a dynamic player and fun to watch.
So Mail St. X for the first time in 7 days. Of course, they played last weekend. And Coach Hayworth, it wasn't, let's just get this out of the way, it wasn't the best scene at the end of that game, but it's behind both coaches, and hopefully they can provide all their energy on this one tonight.
Yeah, both coaches are really wanting to kind of deflect all that negativity that happened at the end of that game, and we're hoping for a good, clean basketball game tonight. But let me make one thing clear. The emotions are high.
Mail and St. X for round 3. Tigers are coached by alma mater to X, his 18th season. Kevin Klein, you'll hear from him next. It's St. X and Mail tip-off in less than 10 on Glycon.
Not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 Mail graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
When you want the right agents for your real estate needs, choose the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura Protenick Van Treese combine local knowledge, dedication, and results to help you buy or sell with confidence. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463. Because no other real estate team quite measures up when you experience the True Blood advantage.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. And the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Experience the True Blood advantage.
Welcome Welcome back to Louisville Game Night. Privileged here to be with St. X coach Kevin Klein, fresh off coach a three-peat in the Louisville Invitational Tournament. Congratulations. That's got to make you feel good.
Heck of an accomplishment. The tournament's been around for 79 years with so many great teams and MVPs and just overall talent that's been through it. Took so long to get that first one and then backed it up last year and had a heck of a tough road this year. Very good Fairdale team that took Madison Central to overtime in the KOB. One of two teams to either beat them or take them to overtime. And then we go Ballard, we go Mail, we go J-Town. So definitely a gauntlet. Tournament definitely sharpens everybody for the end of the season. We're excited to come out on the right end, but it definitely took a toll on us. And we didn't quite have the performance we wanted on Tuesday night, but we had a great 2 days of practice and excited to go out there tonight, see what the guys can do against a really good team.
Yeah, I tell you, the resiliency you guys have shown, and like you said, the gauntlet you faced in the Louisville Invitational Tournament. How is it when everybody wants to give you your best shot every time? How do you keep those kiddos focused?
You're absolutely right, and that's a big part of our pregame tonight. And we get everybody's best shot due to the success that we've had. And whatever has happened in the past doesn't guarantee anything for the future. And the future is tonight, so the future is now. And my whole thing is our process and how we train and how we go about our program. It is to prepare ourselves for these types of moments. And my challenge to our guys is, yes, we might bring out the best in other teams, but it's now time to bring out the best in ourselves every single day. Practice, weights, film session, game, be the same. Trust that process that we go through each and every day, and that's what will prepare us for moments like this.
Coach, the elephant in the room, I know there was a highly emotional game in the semifinals against Mail, and how have you been able to kind of keep those kids from letting the emotions get the best of them?
Oh, it's high school basketball is an amazing beast in its own self. It's a thrill to be a part of. I played back in the 90s. I've been around Louisville high school basketball since the 80s. Take a lot of pride and passion in it. And when you have two championship-level programs that are both trying to compete for the same trophy, who have had a big rivalry, a lot of tradition, success in the past, emotions are going to be high. And at the end of the day, all is good. Coach Hayworth runs a great program. He's a championship-level coach who coaches with a lot of pride and passion, just like I do myself. And it was great to catch up with him yesterday at the freshman JV game. And we look forward to this night being all about the players and giving these fans something really good to watch, because high school basketball on a Friday night in a sold-out gym is the way it's supposed to be.
Coach Kevin Klein, St. X. Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Welcome back to Louisville Male High School. Moments away from the third edition of what potentially could be 5 matchups this year between 2 of the top 3 teams statistically in the state. Male does have the upper hand since 1998. Although the trend now, St. X, Paul, they've won 6 out of 7.
Yeah, this is the time where St. X, this time of year, they start to really get to their pinnacle of their season. And they put in a lot of hard work. I know they had a little bit of a letdown against North Olin today, but hey, give North Olin credit for going in there and playing well. But, man, what an atmosphere, what an evening. Great game in store tonight.
So glad you joined us tonight live on Glycod. Please like and subscribe to our growing free-to-watch high school athletics platform, and a great piece of sportsmanship underneath. This is great to see.
Oh,
I love it.
That's great. Yeah, that's a highly emotional game. I think it's a great way to start it.
Got 2 class programs. Starts with their athletic directors all the way down, but it's great to see Coach Klein and Hayworth and student athletes wishing each other well before this game. Tip-off next, St. X and Male coming up on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, turning your scrap metal into scrap money. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Blinds Direct and State Farm Insurance agent Leslie Gilley. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night.
Starting lineups presented by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable. Expected starters, Chief Cameron, Josh Lindsay in the backcourt. Then you've got Jeremiah Jackson, the explosive wing at 18 points, 7 rebounds. Jordan Jackson will start. And also we expect Connor Klein. Starters for Male without Trey Hillerick. They will bring on Jaden Johnson. He is the lone forward of the group. Jordan Mitchell, 24 points per night. James Clark, double figures at 13. Keith Brazil, Cornelius Barnett, 2 upperclassmen. So glad you joined us for what should be an outstanding matchup. 3 officials. They work game 1. Hopefully they get double pay tonight. John Sandifer and Jerome Sanders. To Male and St. X. Great crowd on hand. It's not a full house. They actually turned off the faucet on ticket sales mid-afternoon intentionally, trying to reduce a little bit of the energy in what is a huge rivalry.
Chris, it doesn't get any better than this. Sit back and enjoy this one.
To the Male Bulldogs have Jordan Mitchell, their stud, at over 20 a night. And Keith Brazil now in the hands. It's James Clark rotated back to Cornelius Barnett. What's the plan here for X defensively as Mitchell leaves that short?
X is in a tight man-to-man. That's a great ball.
Johnson exploding to the basket. No, Jaden Johnson going to keep it alive and finally pinballed to St. X. As Jeremiah Jackson, all 7th region, brings it across. He'll spend next season in Carbondale at Southern Illinois University. Jackson spinning in the lane, and the first foul of the game called on Meal.
And Chris, that is Jeremiah Jackson to a T. If you notice, he just uses his upper body. Some people call it bully basketball, but he gets to the rim, is super strong, and draws a foul. Shoots a ton of free throws.
He does. And this season, from the foul line, Jackson, 86%. For a team that shoots them at 74, and that's certainly a feather in their cap as you get deep into the postseason. Bulldogs 14-5 coming in. They won 6 out of 7, and X by a pair early.
Chris, it's going to be interesting to see who really throws the first punch tonight and takes command of the game early.
There's Cornelius Barnett trying to angle his way in the lane. There's James Clark. He's going to expect to score more without Trey Hilliard, their second leading scorer at 13. How much more can he have? Driving in his Barnett, and it's stolen away. And X with numbers. That's Connor Klein weaving around. Bryce Johnson, a 3. Tapped up and in.
And there you go.
Josh Lindsay, the high flyer.
Wow, don't let that tip. That was super special.
A strong drive for James Clark. As St. X occupying the ball in the half court is Jeremiah Jackson. And it's shadowed up top by Jaden Johnson. Bryce Johnson steers one. Jeremiah Jackson up through contest. It's blocked by Mitchell, and Mail out with it.
Mail trying to play big with some quick guards tonight. That's going to be key.
Mitchell with the follow, and he's out on the baseline as we take another look at the high flyer and the putback by Josh Lindsay.
Watch the explosiveness here as he just beats his defender off the ground with a right-hand tip.
So Mail now on the defensive end as Josh Lindsay will inbound. Bulldogs spending a lot of time this afternoon in practice. We got here a little bit after lunch. They were working on specific matchups in this game. Under 5:40 now in this opening quarter as Johnson through contact. It's back where it came from. It's sent back by KB as Keith Brazil. Brazil in the open floor.
Oh, my.
Denial by Lindsay. Mitchell with the rip away. And St. X with the ball.
Tell you what, we're seeing some real athleticism early in this game. And one thing I've noticed is Males may be small with these guards, but they do rebound the basketball. That's going to be key tonight. But already some explosive plays.
There's Jeremiah Jackson working opposite James Clark. Connor Klein with a stride. Jordan Jackson pitches one. Well long. How about the box out on the backside by Brazil?
And that's what it's going to take to get those rebounds for Mail.
Cornelius Barnett feeds Johnson. Trickles home. Jaden Johnson, his first 2. Back at the other end. It's off the market from Josh Lindsay and Mail down the pike. Jordan Mitchell puts it up.
Chris, we need to turn the shot clocks off. I don't think we have them anyway, but there's no need.
Couple of free throws looming for Jordan Mitchell. We take a look at the block shot by Lindsay. Denying Brazil. Mitchell 67% free throw shooter on the season. It seems like he's been in the program a while, and he has been, but he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, he is. He is on his way to do some special things. He plays much bigger than a sophomore. You look at him, he looks like he's been here forever, more like a senior. He's going to need to play big tonight.
Bulldogs with their first lead. As Jordan Mitchell trying to give the Bulldogs the 6-4 start. And now St. X going to do something against this man-to-man pressure. Chief Cameron into forecourt. Jeremiah Jackson off the mark. X now 0 of 3 from 3, but they got the long rebound. And Josh Lindsay swerving in the lane. Oh, yeah, plus a male foul.
Beautiful move by Lindsay. Getting to the rim with the offhand, exploding off the floor. A bucket like that early can really get you going.
So Lindsay with 4 in the early going. Male foul whistled against Jordan Mitchell. And Josh Lindsay, 5 of St. X's 7. 3.5 minutes elapsing from a Ralph Beard court. Cornelius Barnett. A very physical point. James Clark, belt high pass, swung in the near side direction of Barnett. And there's the big Johnson. Mitchell knives through the defense. Follow in for Jaden Johnson.
Bale being patient on the offensive end. I like what they're doing, getting to the rim at the right time. But boy, man, you better go up strong or that ball is coming back at you.
Lindsay with 2 blocks already. Jaden Jackson, or rather a Jeremiah Jackson, working opposite Jaden Johnson in a male foul. Be the 3rd foul for the Bulldogs in the first 4.5 minutes. St. X Connor Klein will inbound underneath. And there's the inbound right to the mitts of Jeremiah Jackson. He left that short. The follow's off as well, and it's pinballed right to the Dogs. There's James Clark attacking in.
Wow, beautiful left by Clark. Really uses the hesitation nice to get his defender off balance.
James Clark with 4. Bulldogs by 3. There's a Chief Cameron triple. And the rebound snatched by Keith Brazil of Mail.
I think the Tigers need to be careful not to settle too much with the 3. They've got some superior athletes on the floor. Athletes all over the floor, but I like them getting to the rim.
And Jordan Mitchell was left all alone in the corner, and you don't want that to happen.
That's something you don't want to do. He can flat knock it down.
Mitchell now with 37 threes, and the Bulldogs by 6. Lindsay, a decoy is Jordan Jackson, muscles it in, and a male foul.
Jordan Jackson, amazing effort just getting to the rim. Spin moves, using his body. Imagine 20 pounds on him in a couple years. Wow.
A couple of subs coming in for each team. Colin Jefferson in for Mail. Bulldogs will also shuttle in 8th grader. There you see number 11, Mason Calhoun. And St. X will head to the foul line. Jordan Jackson, 63% free throw shooter on the campaign. St. X has brought in number 15, Braylon Garr, 6'3" sophomore. Garr averaging 4 points. And Jordan Jackson left that long. Colin Jefferson chases down the Bulldog rebound. Bulldogs in half court. There's Mitchell. Relay underneath. Denied again. This time Lindsay will be cited for a goaltend.
Josh Lindsay with his third highlight reel block of the evening.
There's Chief Cameron into forecourt for St. X. 5.5 minutes deep. Bulldogs by 6 as Cameron attacks. Jordan Jackson twirls to his left. And Mail now by 4 as Jackson rams in.
I think you're going to see St. X find those isolations with the bigger Jordan Jackson. Now that Trey Hillerick's on the sidelines, you may see them going in there more often.
Boy, Jordan Mitchell comes up empty that time. There's Lindsay.
Boom, Josh Lindsay, here we go.
Lindsay now with 7. All stemming from the long miss from Jordan Mitchell. This a long 3, short from James Clark. And X with numbers. Gar, oh my, left that one well long, and Mail able to hang on to that rebound. And held ball. It's going to belong to the Bulldogs. Lindsay's highlight dunk, and there have been several this year.
Chris, this has lived up to already in this first quarter what I expected, a real battle.
Mason Calhoun probing, lofts it in the lane.
Beautiful float game by Mason. The young man said, hey, what? I'm in 8th grade, but let's go.
17-13 Mail. There's Jordan Jackson trying to muscle down, and Brazil, oh, he loves it. And a foul on St. X.
Really high IQ play by Brazil. Jordan Jackson was getting really physical down there. And, man, great job drawing the charge.
KB, Keith Brazil making some plays defensively for Mail. Mail by 4, longest lead has been a half dozen. Mason Calhoun. There's Mitchell in attack mode, and Jordan left that short. And Chief Jackson vacuumed in the X rebound. Bryce Johnson twirls back to Chief Cameron, and Cameron in attack mode, and that's going to put St. X at the foul line. Is Mail now with their 5th team foul.
St. X continually to run their lanes on the fast break, and they spread the floor, and they get you into those ball handlers where they'll get downhill, and man, it makes it a tough job defensively to keep them in check.
First foul of the game on Mail's Mason Calhoun. St. X Chief Cameron for 2, and Coach Hayworth in our pregame discussion very fond of Chief Cameron. Just does so many things well, very stabilizing player.
Yeah, he brings a lot of leadership to a team. These 3 seniors all bring a lot of leadership to the team, and then you couple that with some dynamic sophomores, they've got a recipe for a long, long run.
As Cameron has that one swirl out, chased down in the corner, Josh Lindsay.
Wow. The one-hand tomahawk. Josh Lindsay is writing his own story tonight.
3 blocks, 2 jams. Josh with 9 points. There's Brazil in the balance of this quarter, and it's deflected, so no violation. It's going to stay Mail. It's just 17.2 now. We take a look at another Josh Lindsay highlight.
Chris, with all these highlights, it feels like St. X is controlling the ball game, but I look at the scoreboard, Mail's got a 1-point lead.
(17-16). And a travel on the far sideline by Mail's Devin Hunter, 6-foot junior that just checked in.
Coach Klein using one of his strengths. The game is played at such a fast pace that he's rotating 9 strong in and really giving his starters a breather. That's a good play dividend. Coach Hayworth's kind of matching that too.
And keep Brazil back in. You can just sense the enormity of his presence on the floor.
Absolutely, especially on the defensive end.
St. X now in backcourt basket here gives them the lead to close the quarter. Mill's longest margin has been 6. Now 4 seconds left. That's Campbell Weber, doesn't realize it, and that's going to conclude the first quarter. Mill on top of St. X after one. They lead 17-16. Second quarter on the way back live from Mill High School. This is Glycod.
Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 Mill graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
17-16, Mill leads St. X after one. Tigers have won 6 out of 7. This is the regular season meeting. First 2 matchups have been in preseason tournaments. You have the LIT and, of course, the King of the Bluegrass. This is the one factoring into the district tournament seeding after the long St. X miss. And a foul in pursuit of that loose ball. I do believe Mill going to be cited, Cornelius Barnett.
Just puts another extra layer on the importance of this game to get yourself even in a better postseason situation.
As the Tigers will inbound underneath. Jeremiah Jackson through 8 minutes. Only a couple of free throws credited for him. There's a strong drive up and in, angled in by Josh Lindsay.
Josh Lindsay, a dynamic sophomore, just off to an incredibly hot start in this game.
Lindsay unofficially with 11 points.
You can see his confidence just through the roof right now.
That shot is off as Mitchell driving to the basket, and we're going to have a St. X foul.
Chris, we're privileged to watch arguably the 2 best sophomores in the state of Kentucky tonight. Jordan Mitchell, Josh Lindsay, and man, they are early on really showing why that is. Be interesting to watch that matchup the rest of the evening.
And for the next pair of years.
No kidding.
As Mitchell, 5 points on the evening, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Tim telling us before the game he feels like these 2 teams the best in the 7th region, but you got 6 or 7 others that could factor in, and 7th region is just unbelievably strong this year.
It's like a mini state tournament in its own. The 7th region is, you throw Ballard, Eastern, Male St. X, I mean, it's Warriors.
19-18 with 7:13 now in this first half. There's Chief Cameron swerving in. Oh, he missed it from the doorstep, and the rebound is secured by Cornelius Barnett of Mill.
Both teams able to get to the rim, but can they finish?
Corn Barnett will nudge it to Jaden Johnson, who's had some success in the lane when he's gotten the ball close to the basket. There's Mitchell, baseline fling. Partially changed, I believe, by Connor Klein. And X in transition, there's Jeremiah Jackson. And Jackson veering into the right. Off the mark. And Mill with numbers. There's Jordan Mitchell. And Mitchell will grasp it and put it in.
Beautiful pass to Mitchell.
There's Bryce Johnson and a Bulldog foul. Yeah, the pass on this rebound by Mill to start the break.
Reminds me of Reed Shepherd hitting those long football-type passes.
Over 6 minutes now in this first half. He seemingly did that with regularity during his 1 year in Lexington. Klein, and on the way up, the ball swiped away from Jordan Jackson, and it's going to belong to Mail. So the Bulldogs length of the floor here by 3.
Chris, you ever feel like you might be watching a college basketball game?
It certainly feels like it. Just incredible athleticism on both sides. Jordan Mitchell trying to attack as Johnson now requesting a screen. And Mitchell right to Jaden Johnson, and he'll ram it in.
Jordan Mitchell just brings a lot of different variables to the table. Great court vision there.
Jaden Johnson with 6. Chief Cameron lofts it up, and Jordan Jackson finishes.
Jordan Jackson on the weak side. Well, he seems to be getting better every game.
Jordan Jackson with 6. Mason Calhoun finds a wide open James Clark for the answer.
Great find by the 8th grader.
Clark with 7. There's Chief. 26-22 now. We're starting to smolder.
Well, buckle up. The seatbelts are on.
5 minutes in the first half, and Mayo by 4. Longest lead has been 6. Jordan Mitchell finds Calhoun. Great extra find. Brazil flings it into the midst of Jaden Johnson.
Mail being patient, making the extra pass. Good job on the offensive boards despite the lack of their big man.
Jeremiah Jackson around the clock to Bryce Johnson. Cameron off the mark. Rebound Bulldogs. Basket here would give them their largest lead. 4.5 minutes, second quarter. There's Jordan Mitchell. Elbow. Yes! Timeout. St. X. The lead has grown to 8, and Mail on top of St. X 30-22. We're back in 30 seconds from Louisville basketball game night on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Louisville basketball game night on Glycod.
(30-22), Mail on top of St. X with 4:18 left in this first half. Jaden Johnson making a big imprint on this game, as is Mason Calhoun.
Yeah, the youngster Mason Calhoun has come in with a couple nice assists. Not scared of the moment, that's for sure. So I think I know what's going on here, Chris. I noticed coming off the floor, Jordan Mitchell looked like he had a stomach issue, and I think Coach Hayworth may be buying a little extra time for him to get to feeling better.
So Mail now is going to call timeout. We're going to keep things here for the time being with 4:18 in this opening half. And for St. X, you got Josh Lindsay and Jordan Jackson doing a lot of scoring, but Mail thus far has been able to keep Jeremiah Jackson in check.
100%. And, Chief Cameron seems to be getting in the lane whenever he wants, but unfortunately we're not finishing as many as he would like. I know Coach Klein would like, but yeah, Jeremiah Jackson probably needs the ball a little more right now. I'd probably try to isolate him right now and see if we can get him going. He's the type of player when one goes in, many more to follow.
St. X and Mail in the middle section of a timeout. Both teams taking a timeout here in the middle part of this second quarter, and we'll be back to live action here momentarily. It will be St. X basketball. So Mitchell is back out there for the Bulldogs. Jordan now with 9 points. You've got 8 for Jaden Johnson, and for St. X, Josh Lindsay in double figures with 11, and Jordan Jackson 6, all unofficial. There's Lindsay, and a hand check and a good call as Jordan Mitchell called for the Mail hand check.
Chris, Josh Lindsey seems not to be settling tonight for the three-point shot. He's really moving the ball well off the dribble, getting into his spots, making a lot of good things happen. I think that's the Josh Lindsey that Coach Klein wants to see.
As Lindsey will inbound. Connor Klein on the exchange there is Jeremiah Jackson. Klein in the interception inside the lane. That's Trenton Cook. It just checked in the game. And James Clark will shuttle in. Mitchell tried to find the inbound pass or the entry to Clark, rather, and it's stolen away. Chief Cameron up and in for a St. X basket.
St. X really doing a good job of running their lanes on the turnover. If you turn it over in the front court at all, they're going to be off to the races. You've really got to protect that basketball if you're Male.
Second team foul this quarter on St. X. Male led it by 1 at the conclusion of the first quarter. Largest lead has been 8. Jaden Johnson. And how about Mitchell, the athleticism to go up forward. And Jordan, oh my, it's denied by Lindsey. And out of bounds, it's going to stay to the Bulldogs.
This game is the survival of the fittest. Man, some really athletic action on both ends of the court. St. X appears to try to want to speed Male up, and Male seems to be right now really valuing each possession and getting good shots. I think if they continue to do that, that could be a recipe for success.
Mason Calhoun to inbound underneath for Male. And the overplay on the entry is going to be a deflection out of bounds, and it's Male.
Happened right in front of the St. X bench. Ref not persuaded.
And Coach Klein didn't protest too hard. It's Mason Calhoun for the Dogs. There's the pass underneath Jaden Johnson. And it's partially blocked by Jordan Jackson and out back to Male.
Jordan Jackson really showing that length both offensively and defensively. He's a real presence inside.
Now Coach Klein protesting. This time he's protesting. He's out of your camera view down to the lower right. There he comes. Not at all happy with that call. There's the entry to Johnson. And the roll. And Jaden left that short. Followed by Brazil, denied by Cameron. And Jordan Mitchell, a circus shot for 2.
What body control by Jordan Mitchell. Man. Went to the right side. A little Kyrie Irving-ish.
Male by 8. It'll match their high watermark lead. Attacking is Jeremiah Jackson. And a Bulldog foul.
Folks, Jeremiah Jackson makes a living with that kind of move. He is a truck coming in there. It is hard to stop.
This is Jackson's first free throw attempt since about the 7:50 mark of the first quarter. And Jeremiah now all 3 points of his from the foul line as Mitchell, the miraculous shot preceding this play. And that one off the mark as Brazil hangs on to the rebound. And Jordan Mitchell bump. That's St. X's third foul of this quarter and the first on Campbell Weber, 6'1" junior.
Coach Klein likes to go to the bench late in the quarters to give his starters a rest, and he's got a plethora of great kids. Campbell Weber off the bench almost hit that miraculous 3 in the second quarter.
Devin Hunter back on the floor. Both these teams so deep. I think Male might be a couple of players deeper. There's Mitchell foul line. Great find, and JJ explodes for 2.
Jordan Mitchell changing speeds at a level that it shouldn't be a sophomore.
Jane Johnson with 10. Elbow jumper, not the roll. Jordan Mitchell with a rebound, and the Bulldogs basket here gives him a double-figure lead. Jaden Johnson now find his companion Devin Hunter. Calhoun flings one. Great box out that time by 5. Josh Lindsay of St. X. Nearing the 92nd mark of the first half. Connor Klein trying to squirm his way underneath. Jeremiah Jackson. Now Lindsay right underneath us. And Devin Hunter, wrong place, wrong time. And the Bulldogs now with their 5th foul of this quarter.
A little bit of a bailout foul there. I think that's going to put St. X to the free throw line.
First foul of the game on Hunter as Josh Lindsay, 68% free throw shooter. He's 1 out of 2 tonight from the foul line. An important 109 left, certainly for St. X, as they try to narrow the gap a little more.
Yeah, you would like to see a run by St. X to get this lead cut in and give them some momentum in the third quarter.
James Clark is in for Mail. And checking out is Mason Calhoun. And St. X is going to sub out Campbell Weber, and they're going to bring in Connor Klein. So the lead at 7. And Hunter being badgered. Now he finds Mitchell. Brazil to Johnson!
Wow. Beautiful ball movement. Beautiful finish. The two-hander. This crowd is in a silencer by Lindsay. Sorry, Chris, I'm play-by-playing you now. This is just too good.
That's a great description. Silencer it was. The lead at 6. Balance of this first half. And Mail been strong in the half court at times tonight, protecting a 6-point lead.
Smart basketball by Mail, not getting into this track meet, valuing this possession. Let's see if they can get a good one in the last 10 seconds. It's a good job.
Fouls on Chief Cameron. St. X is 4th.
They have a foul to give. Wouldn't be surprised if Coach Hayworth maybe called a timeout to run some up. He may not, though. May just let it go. Put it in the hands of your star and see if he can get a bucket.
Now under 10 as Mitchell finds Brazil. Well, long and perhaps early as X with numbers. Can they get it off in time? Johnson's 3. And Mail, a 36-30 lead at the half. High-level basketball tonight by both teams, Paul.
Oh, my gosh. Great first half. Met all the expectations.
Stay close. More coverage coming up. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night live from Glycod.
Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Oldham County today.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you want the right agents for your real estate needs, choose the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura Protenick Van Treese combine local knowledge, dedication, and results to help you buy or sell with confidence. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463. Because no other real estate team quite measures up when you experience the True Blood advantage.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
A great one tonight at Ralph Beard Court as advertised. Two incredibly talented and gifted teams. Halftime, Paul, 36-30. Male, what caught your eye in the first half?
I'll tell you what caught my eye is Male playing really smart on the offensive end, trying to value the possessions and slow this game down to these thoroughbreds on St. X to hold them to 30 points for the half is a good job by Male. I think the game is being played to Male's liking so far. But, man, what a high-quality, athletic first half that was for high school basketball, Chris.
And for the Bulldogs, they're getting contributions from guys maybe that they weren't contributing as much, say, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and these games bring out some contributors that step up in the moment. I mean, you look at like Mason Calhoun, an 8th grader, comes in, wasn't scared of the moment, came right in, made some valuable contributions to the first half. And both coaches, kind of emptied the bench, and I think that's a great opportunity to do that, get them some key experience.
Jordan Mitchell, 11 points unofficially. You've got Jaden Johnson with 12 points unofficially, and he's been a huge difference maker for Male.
Yeah, he has really given them the inside presence. Without Trey Hillerick, he has really stepped up his game, done a good job of finishing at the rim, protecting the rim. The two-headed monster of Mitchell and Jackson have been a key component to their 6-point lead.
And for St. X, Josh Lindsay, a bevy of highlights. Josh well into double figures. Jordan Jackson with 6, but beyond that, not a lot of explosion yet.
No, this is the best I've seen Josh Lindsay play live. He's really doing all the right things for his team. But you're right. I think you're going to see some of the seniors need to step it up just a little bit in the second half if they want to come away victorious in a very tough environment, by the way.
Oh, it sure is. 36-30 at the half. We'd like to thank all of our folks watching tonight on Glycod and ask you to join us in our quest to expand the visibility of tonight's student athletes by supporting our free-to-watch platform. And please subscribe and tell a friend as Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. A great one brewing tonight in Male High School. Bulldogs over St. X 36-30, and we'll have more coverage coming up right after this from Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Halftime tonight with Mill hanging on to a 36-30 lead over St. X. We'll take one more pause, be back for the second half. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
36-30 as we get set for the second half. Male and St. X. Tigers have won 6 out of 7 in this series coming in. And Male on their home floor. It's been a little bit of a different feel tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, this place is electric, and the Bulldogs are playing. You know, I thought whoever can control their emotions the best in this game was going to come out victorious. Male's doing a good job. Both teams doing relatively good job of keeping the emotions in check.
As the Bulldogs will operate in the half court to start, and that ball swiped off of Jordan Jackson. It's going to stay Male ball. As Jordan Mitchell on the inbound. There's Brazil in the corner. He's not scored the ball much tonight, but he's made a difference on the defensive end, and he's got several nice passes. Driving in is Cornelius Barnett. There's Brazil on the drive. His path altered, and he'll have 2 free throws.
Mail running a lot of what we call wheel action, where they're a lot of handoffs and getting to the rim. And the first steps on all these players are just ultra quick. And if you're not in just great defensive position, they will go by you.
Foul on Chief Cameron will be his second, as Brazil 70% free throw shooter. He'll aim for 2. And Brazil trying to give Bulldogs a 7-point lead with just over 7 minutes in the third. Chief Cameron, 4 points in his hip pocket tonight as he'll idle at the foul line. A 3-pointer from Lindsay, just a little bit short. Lindsay got the putback in though.
Really impressed with his body control. Plus, he didn't hang his head on missing that 3. Got right back into the play and ended up finishing at the rim.
Connor Klein with a great save there to fuel a St. X basket. As Mitchell finds JJ underneath. Johnson's high arcer empty, and a foul underneath as Johnson kept that ball alive, and it's going to be a male foul.
Jordan Jackson making it really difficult underneath for the male Bulldogs, protecting that rim really well.
There's Cameron swerving. Well, hot potatoes hit pinballed out of bounds off of Jordan Jackson, then it ricocheted off of Jordan Mitchell, and it's going to stay St. X ball underneath.
I love the way St. X catches the ball off that wheel and gets right to the rim. They know exactly what they're going to do before it even gets there.
There's Jordan Jackson steering in a 3. Jordan Jackson now with 9, and St. X has responded.
That's why you see the college scouts drooling over this kid to step out, knock down the 22-footer.
Just over 6 minutes in the third. St. X trailed by 6 at half. They're now within a field goal. James Clark will find Keith. Good entry to Johnson. And somehow Johnson got it to go.
Beautiful back to the basket. Nice touch around the rim. Boy, St. X has come out with some real energy in this third quarter, though, Chris.
Jackson drives, angles that one in.
Showing the complete game.
Jordan Jackson now with 12 points. And Mail by a field goal. Wide open 3. James Clark steers that long. And loose ball cradled by Mail. Basket up well short as Cornelius Barnett missed from the front porch. And Brazil goaltending.
I'll take that.
Let's look at the Johnson basket on the preceding play.
Great body control.
And Mail by 4. 4:45 in this third quarter. Chief Cameron, strong drive.
Chief Cameron, that's the finish you expect out of him. That's a great move.
Jordan Mitchell on the exchange. And the return to Jaden Johnson. 2 more.
Great two-man work between those two. I got a feeling Jordan Mitchell may be just a little under the weather, but he is gutting it out.
4 minutes now in the third. Cameron, foul line. And Chief
Cameron has said, wait a minute, don't forget about me.
Chiefs got back-to-back field goals. And both teams exchanging blows here. Middle sector, third quarter. Barnett. And is that a 5-second violation? Okay. It'll be St. X ball.
Coach Hayworth not thrilled with that 5-second call, as he thought he broke the line there. I don't know. It was definitely an iffy call, in my opinion.
3:43 now in this third, and St. X has not had the lead since mid-first quarter. Josh Lindsay, wide open aim at a 3. Rebound pinballs right to Connor Klein of St. X. Jeremiah Jackson flings it in, and X has the lead.
Josh Lindsay with the drive and dish. Jeremiah ready to catch and shoot. Tough to defend that. That was well executed.
44-43. Just over 3 minutes in this third as Mail has given up a 6-point halftime lead. Johnson steers that in. And we're going to have a Mail timeout.
That's a good timeout. I think these guys need a breather.
Jaden Johnson gives the Bulldogs the lead again. We'll step aside. More coverage right after this from Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
.303 left in the third. Jaden Johnson with 2 more as it's a 45-44 Mail lead. Josh Lindsay will inbound for St. X. 2 heavyweights going at it tonight at Ralph Beard Court.
It does not get any better than this.
Cameron drives. 2 more for Jordan Jackson, who is having a field day in this second half.
Jordan Jackson with a weak side explosion.
Here's Jaden Johnson, will capture and connect.
Great job with the little hezzy to get Jordan Jackson off his feet in the finish. 2 good plays.
47.
Are we sure this is high school?
47-46. There's Chief Cameron. He's fouled and grabbed by Keith Brazil. So Cameron for a couple. Chief with 4 points in this quarter.
Chief is really controlling the offense this third quarter. He looks like he may have came out on a mission, and he's a big reason why this ball game is tied.
We've seen so much basketball this season, so many teams, and you can count on one hand the number that could hang with either of these on any given night.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great basketball in the state of Kentucky, but you're going to be hard-pressed. I may be over-exaggerating, but this has like a state final feel to it.
48-47, Cameron now with 6 tonight, or 6 in this quarter, I beg your pardon. There's the swerve back to James Clark. Under 2 now in the third. Colin Jefferson lost the handles. It squirts back to Lindsey, and Josh Lindsey fouled in the open floor as he got tangled up with Jordan Mitchell.
I don't know what the 40 time was from there, but, I mean, that was just raw speed. Two great athletes going at it.
So Josh Lindsey for 2. 6'1" sophomore. He's just a different type player.
He's definitely different.
St. X now inches up by 2.
Chris, I knew this third quarter was going to be pivotal, and St. X has said, hey, I'm here to stay tonight, and they've come out with a lot of purpose, playing with definitely a lot more energy.
And St. X has outscored the Bulldogs now by 9 points in this quarter. There's Cornelius Barnett. Over to James Clark for Mail, and St. X offering a zone.
I think this is a good move by Coach Klein. He gives you
Mitchell a 3, swerves out,
go.
and Jeremiah Jackson leading the brigade back to Chief Cameron. As Cameron blows by Mitchell, and it's all St. X in this quarter.
Mail looks a little bit caught off guard right now.
And Clark rifles it into Mitchell, and Jordan lost his footing, and a St. X foul.
Chris, I think Mail needs to get back to potentially slowing this game down. I'm seeing a lot of hands on shorts. St. X has got them running and playing a little bit out of their comfort zone, a little too fast. So I'd like to see them take a break, maybe have a 30-second possession.
Jordan Mitchell for 2. And it's reduced to 4. And certainly without Trey Hillerick, Mitchell already putting up region-leading point totals. How much more does he need to provide?
Yeah, I mean, they're leaning on him a lot. I'm super impressed with these young male guards like a Mason Calhoun to give him a breather, but these guys are tired already. I mean, how could you not be? It's a track meet out here.
1:08 left in this third. Bulldogs led by 6 at half. St. X now 3 clears. We slide under a minute in this third quarter. Alley-oop, and a little too high and lofty for Jeremiah Jackson. And Jordan Mitchell back in. He went out for 1 defensive possession. He got a big drink, and he's back in.
Yep, I think the sense of urgency. Coach Hayworth knows right now this last minute is very pivotal, and would love to get a bucket here and close this gap.
Calhoun into forecourt for the male Bulldogs. Barnett now finds James Clark. And now the Bulldogs slowing it down.
I like this. They're patient. I think they're going to try to hold it for 1 maybe. And up.
Poked away. Chief Cameron has been a difference maker in this third quarter.
Yeah, what a great quarter by Chief Cameron.
Chief now with 8 in the quarter. 10 seconds left. Johnson from the foul line. And St. X got a kick. And Mail's going to get a possession out of it with 2.7 left.
Chief Cameron has been pivotal in this third quarter. He is, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get a quick break. Yeah, they're going to come in with Campbell Weber to save him for the fourth. Mail needs to take a deep breath here. Even if they don't score here, really get back to valuing those possessions.
As the Bulldogs going to get a trip, a free possession, if you will, after the kick. As Cornelius Barnett trying to orchestrate something positive, close this quarter. Jaden Johnson on the grab. There's two.
Big time move.
And
remember that one, Chris. Remember that one.
Jaden Johnson, a huge basket to close the third. And a well-executed inbound underneath play.
That was really well done. Is that the momentum to get them over the hump? We will see in an exciting fourth quarter coming up.
We'll be right back after this from Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Big one for Jaden Johnson to close the third, and it's a 54-51 St. X lead. Weather permitting, some great high school basketball coming up next week. And we'll kind of see how things go, of course, but scheduled to be St. X Eastern on Tuesday, and then a big one coming up next Friday with these same male Bulldogs versus Ballard, who, by the way, is also on tonight on Glycod. They lead Eastern in the second half, we're told. So some big ones coming up next week.
It just doesn't let up for both of these teams. Man.
To the Bulldogs, trying to find a way to win this game.
I think at this point you just lay it all on the line in this fourth quarter.
There's Jeremiah Jackson veering. Oh, he missed it from tight confines. And the rebound snatched by James Clark, and he's bumped coming up the floor.
Nice sportsmanship there by Josh Lindsay. You know, I got to give credit to both these teams. There's a lot of emotion going in this game. It's been a class act from both teams so far, and incredible basketball.
Well, and it started that way with both teams meeting at half court before the starting lineups. Great gesture for both these great programs. Jordan Mitchell for the male Bulldogs. Calhoun, his path obstructed. Clark flings a three. Tie game!
Beautiful job. Composure by Clark. Knocks down a big jumper. That could be the missing ingredient. A couple threes for Mail would go a long way.
Clark now with 10. You go back to that inbound underneath late in the third. There's a St. X three. It's short from Connor Klein. And a Tigers foul.
You can feel it. It's starting to turn a little here, Chris.
Third foul on Josh Lindsay, and the second this quarter already on St. X.
Free throws are going to be key down the stretch. And just a reminder, at the fifth foul, it's 2 shots for everyone.
Jordan Mitchell will loft it over to Cornelius Barnett. And back to Mail.
I like what Coach Klein is doing with this zone. They're really moving, bouncing around in it. Also able to catch their breath just a little bit in this track meet of a game.
And that may factor into the decision a bit as well. There's Mitchell trying to slide underneath. Calhoun bumped, lofts it, poked around, and Jaden Johnson lost the handle to Josh Lindsay, and that may be a blessing in disguise with a James Clark foul as X had
Chris,
favorable.
Josh Lindsay had that look in his eye. I think that was a really smart foul.
So the Bulldogs called for the foul. It is the fourth on Keith Brazil.
Chief Cameron having his way into the paint start of this second half. Drawing the defense and really instigating some good offense for the Tigers.
Both teams now with 2 fouls in this stanza. There's Jeremiah Jackson. We'll nudge it around back to Chief Cameron. Lindsay tries one. Perfect.
Wow. I don't know what you do there. I mean, you get on him, he's going to go around you. You lay off him, he's going to knock it down.
St. X by 3 again. Back to Jordan Mitchell for the Male Bulldogs. Clark tries to respond. In and out. Rebound up and 2 more for the Bulldogs. It's Cornelius Barnett.
Boy, he is a great rebounder for his size.
Here's Josh Lindsay. 2 more.
Here he comes.
And a St. X time out, 59-56. We're back in 30 seconds after this.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
(59-56) St. X with 5:27 in this fourth quarter. Every time Male has had the lead, St. X has found a way to respond.
Yeah, it's punch, counter punch, punch, counter punch. Chief Cameron, really good second half, controlling the offense. Male, a real gut check for them right now, too, and they have responded well. This is a classic.
Going to be Male basketball out of the St. X timeout. Arrow now in Male's favor. Both teams 3 timeouts apiece, and again 2 fouls per squad in this fourth quarter. Bulldogs trying to do something as Mitchell. And finally the whistle blows. The near side official. One official had a held ball, and it will be Male possession.
The intensity has ratcheted up on both sides of the ball here in this game. 5 minutes left. Pivotal game. Remember, this has district tournament seedings ramifications.
Oh, and a moving screen on Male. Third Male foul, and that's a big one. Possession back to St. X. And a foul underneath on Jordan Mitchell. Let's take another peek at that moving screen called against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, definitely moving, caught off guard. Fouls are racking up here late in this game.
Yeah, Male with 4 quick fouls. We still have 5 minutes now, a little bit less than that in this game. Jeremiah Jackson veers in.
It's not a good game plan to put these Tigers at the free throw line more than they need to be.
They shoot them at 74% as a group. Lindsay off a curl. Fires a 3. And Mitchell,
Great block out.
It was. Male with numbers, 4 on 3. Calhoun runs and is fouled. So Mason Calhoun will strut the line for 2.
Great job by the 8th grader running the floor. Plays a lot bigger than he is. A lot of these male guards play a lot bigger than they are.
Calhoun on the season, only 4 out of 10 from the free throw line. And points certainly at a premium here, middle section, fourth quarter. And the lead now at 2 for St. X. Calhoun with 3 points off the bench for Male.
Looks like Male may go into a little 1-2-2 potential trap. Or they may stay man-to-man, but they're trying to mix the defenses up. Josh Lindsay.
And Klein, a spoon-fed pass. This one's off the mark, and a Male foul. Jeremiah Jackson for 2.
Mail did a good job of defending the highlight reel there. Pass was a little short by Connor, but Mail was kind of on that, to be honest.
The offensive rebound so timely for St. X, and if you're a Bulldog fan, you don't want number 23 at the free throw line. Again, he shoots them 86%.
Veteran player, knows, been in this situation a million times.
And St. X the first to 60 tonight. Tim Hayworth chatting just out of your camera view with the official. I think he might still be contemplating that 5-second call. Those coaches,
I'll tell you, they don't let those go, and
he's going to tell his wife about that 5-second call tonight.
His face is a little redder than normal right now.
4 minutes left, and X by 4. Big possession for the Bulldogs. Here's the entry to Mitchell, has a seam, and St. X called for their 4th foul. It's a common foul.
Great job by Mail getting their superstar kind of flashed in the middle. Get the ball in his hands in his spots, and that little middle elbow is definitely a Jordan Mitchell spot.
And Mitchell now will retrieve the inbound as Jordan drives, lofts it up. And back to Mail, it's Calhoun, and Mason Calhoun gets it to go.
Great job on the offensive board, great tip. Relentless effort by the Bulldogs.
Calhoun with Mail's last 3 points. And St. X by 2, they trailed by 6 at half. There's Chief Cameron through contact.
Boy, he's just tough.
And a Mail foul.
St. X will kind of clear it out, go 5 wide, open that door for Chief Cameron, and he has gone through it many times in this 3rd and 4th quarter.
Foul whistled on Cornelius Barnett. Bulldogs now over the limit in fouls. And Cameron double-figure points in the second half. And St. X now, their largest lead. Poked in backcourt, Mitchell able to rescue possession. Calhoun, a big 3, partially blocked, and a foul underneath.
Jeremiah Jackson, good job getting position there, reading the short ball. Again, he's putting an 86% free throw shooter back at the line.
Got a foul underneath on that rebound. See if we can capture exactly what happened. Yeah, clear foul on Clark. And James Clark fouling out with his 5th foul. So you see it as Paul Mitch and Jackson back to the line where he just connected on 2. And St. X now increasing that margin. Still 2 possessions between the 2 teams.
This next possession by Mail really needs to be a good possession.
Well, and that's going to be a beneficiary to Mail, as St. X is also over the limit.
And now we've got a free throw shooting contest in the last 3 minutes of this game.
Foul on Chief Cameron. That's his 4th.
Chris, if you're St. X, you really don't want to foul and stop the clock right now. You want that time to continue to tick off. These are the type of games that will really help you in March when you've got to put a game away. They're up 6 with 3 minutes left. Let's see how both teams respond.
Keith Brazil for 2. He's a 70% free throw shooter.
Brazil just looks like he really knows his role on this team and does it just really well. He's a tough defender.
Trying to reduce the deficit to 4 is Keith Brazil. Well done, young man. He's 3 out of 4 from the foul line, and the margin is 4 for St. X. 3 minutes remain. Cameron attacking, and Barnett was beat. No other recourse but to commit a foul.
Coach Klein's going to put the ball into his handler's hand, and Chief Cameron, and he has responded.
And that's the 5th foul on Cornelius Barnett. So you got 2 male starters with DQs.
Yeah, that's makes the hill a little bit higher to climb for these Bulldogs.
Chief Cameron, 66% foul shooter. Interesting to hear Coach Klein tell you before the game that they're getting everyone's best shot. And that's certainly the case for a program trying to cut the nets down this year in Rupp Arena.
Yeah, I just got to tell you, I'm just impressed with the overall level of basketball tonight from both teams. But, yeah, St. X is getting game after game, as is Mayo lately. And this next 2 weeks is really going to be pivotal.
Calhoun into full court for Mayo in what may be a must score. Down 6. Johnson squirts through his hands, and Lindsay in the open floor. 2 more!
Josh Lindsay. The dunk meters are going off the charts tonight.
There's a 3.
Silencer.
Big one for Mayo, and a Bulldog timeout. The lead is 5 as we take a look at the Josh Lindsay slam.
Watch he use his body and then bump. See ya.
It's a full timeout. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Big 3 for Jordan Mitchell. It's now a 5-point St. X lead. Still a lot of time left in this game.
Yeah, 2:26 is plenty of time to cut into this lead, especially with the we watched Jordan Mitchell earlier today in the practice gym just knocking down 3 after 3, and that was pivotal.
So Josh Lindsay going to inbound for St. X again. The Tigers trailed by 6 at half. They have led through a majority of this second half, fueled by double-figure points in the third quarter by Chief Cameron. There's Lindsay underneath, lobs, and it's going to crawl in for Jordan Jackson.
So everybody kind of paused to see what Josh Lindsay was going to do, and Jordan Jackson said, I'll take it.
Mitchell drives, up and off. Colin Jefferson with the loose ball, and St. X in control, leading by 7.
Nice decision here.
And a foul. And Jeremiah Jackson going to attempt free throws 5 and 6 in this quarter. And the Tigers.
Chris Mayo misses Trey Hillard, that's for sure. But man, what a great ball game they're playing without him.
They played without him Wednesday, winning by 40 at Central, but you're right, they're not the same team with him. They're awfully good without him. But with him, perhaps the difference makers, the free throw in, and Jeremiah's now made 5 in succession at the foul line.
What makes Jeremiah Jackson so special is that you may think he not played his best game, but you look up at the box score at the end of the night, and he's got 20 points, 10 rebounds.
There's Jaden Johnson around at the foul line. Jaden has played very well tonight for the Bulldogs. Colin Jefferson has a 3. And X with a rebound, and Lindsay going to do something special here.
Oh, Jade! Wow!
It's something else.
Sorry about that. I lost my composure a little bit.
Mitchell's three is off. Jefferson, and it's going to be two more. Let's take a look while we can. This is a remarkable play by Lindsey.
The windmill with emphasis.
Lead at 9. Here's Jeremiah Jackson. Two more.
Wow.
That's Jordan Jackson for 2.
This second half has been special for the Tigers, led by Chief Cameron, but man, are they putting some exclamation points late in this game.
48 seconds left. X with a plethora of ducks this evening. I think we might have about 8 or so of those. It's deflected out. It's going to stay Male. And this is round 3. These two teams likely destined to play for a district championship last week of February, and then perhaps in the 7th region tournament.
Boy, what a 7th region we have this year.
But that would not occur to the championship round, of course, as these two teams in the same district could not meet until that round. Wow! Hope you enjoyed that, folks. That's something to see. Wow! He is an incredible athlete. Are we going to get another one?
Why not? Why not?
Wow. Good for him. And St. X, this is some kind of performance.
Oh my goodness.
Some kind of performance tonight in this second half. And that's it. And again, wow. Male led by 6 at half.
Wow. I'm a little speechless. I don't know what to say. That was incredible.
Well, if you're in purple, all you can do is tip your cap.
Yeah.
And Tim Hayworth, Coach Klein will shake hands at half court. And a tremendous second half for St. X, Paul. 83-68, the win.
They really exercised their will. They came out a different team. Down 6 with 30 points in the first quarter. Chief Cameron, I'd like to know what Coach Klein said at halftime, but they came out a different team. Tons of energy. They were not leaving here without a victory tonight. Credit to Male. Played awfully hard. One of their stars is down. But, man, what a ball game.
Josh Lindsey, some unbelievable plays this evening. This just one of them. We'll have more coming up. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night. Live tonight from Male High School on Glycod.
Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Klein Select, not just blinds. Klein Select, not just blinds.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up. How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy smokes barbecue! Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by HKC Roofing. For your next roof repair or improvement, contact HKC at 502-212-1081 or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed.
An incredible second half performance by number 1 St. X. Tigers trailed Mail at half by 6, but they win going away 83-68. Just a plethora of highlight reel plays, and Josh Lindsay certainly in the thick of much of the action tonight for the victorious St. X Tigers, as St. X now 15-5 on the season. Mail with a loss. They are 14-6. Time now for our most outstanding player, presented by our wonderful friend at State Farm Insurance, Crestwood agent Leslie Gilley. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We'll start with St. X. Again, all these numbers unofficially. Josh Lindsay, we've got him for 22 points, and we will tee up Coach Klein here momentarily as Paul Jackson will chase down Coach Klein. So our star of the game for St. X is Josh Lindsay. And then for Mail, kudos to freshman Jaden Johnson. A great performance, unofficially 18 points for the 6'4 freshman, as the Bulldogs lose tonight to St. X 83-68. We hope to catch Coach Klein in a moment. We will step aside and hopefully have that for you coming up. St. X, a winner tonight live on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilley in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German-American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank. Building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Klein and the St. X Tigers. Wow. Unbelievable finish here at Pap Glen. Saved the St. Xavier Tigers with a huge victory over Mayo. Coach, was that really high school basketball I was watching? It looked like college or NBA to me.
That's what it's all about on a Friday night. Gym's 120 degrees, two rivals, a lot of winning tradition, history in the programs, and letting the guys get between the lines to compete on a Friday night. Hats off to Mayo. They played a heck of a game. They really hit us hard in the first half. Ball was sticking. We weren't finishing possessions. Only had 4 assists. We were down on the backboard. But the second half, we were poised in the locker room. I love the look that they had. They stuck together. And we just got the ball moving a lot more. We put pressure on the rim in different ways. Our guys played with their eyes on the rim, made correct reads, and then we got enough stops to expand it. And then the finish was just, we preached 1 to 120. You know, if possession 78 doesn't go well, 79 is the next one to win. And to see how these guys finished the game with stops, and it was layups and free throws at the end, and we just kept finding our guys above the rim. A lot of special players, a lot of special athletes, but these guys are better teammates and kids than what you saw on the basketball court tonight. Yeah, and that's super awesome.
Coach, Chief Cameron looked like a different player in that second half. He really controlled the offensive flow in the third quarter. Just speak to me a little bit about his leadership.
You know, Chief's been up and down, and he has a lot of high expectations for himself. And we turned around as a staff on a bench in the second half and said, Chief is finding a groove and as much confidence as he has had all year. And when you're a 4-year varsity guy, you're a warrior, you're all about the team, you're built for these moments. So I am so tickled pink to see him perform that way. It's just a high-level floor game, made free throws, was ready to make plays on defense, and we just fed off of him in a lot of ways. So a senior being a senior.
Coach Kevin Klein, congratulations on a big win. Best of luck to the rest of the season. Amazing game tonight. Coach, we appreciate you.
Appreciate what you guys do for high school basketball, and if I'm not here on a Friday night, I'm on the couch seeing what game's on. So keep up the great work.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank. Building our community together.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilley in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Weather permitting, 2 great games coming up next week. St. X Eastern on Tuesday, Male Ballard on Friday, as Glycod rolls on just 5 weeks out of postseason high school basketball. Certainly the best stretch of basketball coming up, and an unbelievably impressive stretch of basketball tonight by St. X Tigers. Again, down 6 at the half, and they come back and get by Male 83-68. Thanks so much for joining us tonight live on Glycod. Please subscribe to our growing free-to-watch platform and tell a friend. So that'll do it for us. As always, our rock-solid executive producer, Steve Bird. Tonight's camera operator was Joe Emillion. For Paul Jackson, I'm Chris LeBar. Good night from Louisville Male High School. You've been watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod, and stay safe this weekend.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, turning your scrap metal into scrap money. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Blinds Direct and State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.